Hello guys, Iggy here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I would like to talk about an improvisation concept that is applied on 7 dominant chords. And in particular, I took a concept from Jerry Bergonzi, who is one of my mentor in jazz music, but also a great saxophone player that I follow since I am a kid, basically. These concepts are contained in his book, Developing a Jazz Language. But these concepts are also very cool if you apply them in a complete different environment, like on blues, like on rock, on fusion. So it's not only about jazz concepts. So everything involves around having a seventh dominant chord. In particular, here we can have a G7 dominant. And in particular, G7 dominant is composed by the notes G, B, D, and natural F. So specifically a root, major third, fifth, and flat seventh. So when we have a chord like that, of course, we can apply a wide range of different scales and arpeggios and concepts in general. So the most common concept is that we can apply a G7 arpeggio, of course, or just a G major arpeggio, or a G7 arpeggio. We can also use the G Mixolydian scale. Of course, if you also want to sound blues, you can apply the G major blues scale, and at the same time you can apply also the minor G blues scale. Okay, so when you apply our G7, the minor blues scale. Okay, this is a very, very common choice, but of course there are more interesting choices that you can use, because when you have a chord, not only you have the notes of the chord that are called the chord tones, so again 1, 3, 5 and 7th, but also you have the tensions of the chords, so the 9th, 11th and the 13th. Okay, so specifically again we have 1, 3, 5, 7th, but then we have 9th and 11th and the 13th. Okay, so specifically we have A, which is the 9th, natural C, which is the 11th, and E, which is the 13th, okay, the major 13th. What we can do is just over G7 create what is called a superimposition. So we can take different arpeggios and actually play them over G7. The first option that we have is the D flat 7th arpeggio. This arpeggio and this concept comes directly from what is called the Tritone substitution. This is something that I've been talking about in another video, if you search for it. And it's a very, complicated yet simple concept, because it means that you can substitute the 7th dominant chord with another chord that is located 3 tone above or below, which is basically the same. So in this case, if I can play G7th arpeggio, I can also play D flat 7th arpeggio. Another method would be to take another 7th arpeggio, but this time will be located 1 minor third below. So we can take over G7 the E flat 7th arpeggio. So in this case, we will have different notes and different tensions compared to G7. So in this case, if we have E flat 7th arpeggio, we're going to have E flat, G, B flat, and D flat. So specifically, we have E flat, which is the sharp 5th compared to G. And then we have the note G, which is of course in common with G7, and then we have B flat, which can be considered as the sharp 9th, okay, compared to natural G. And then we have this one, which is D flat, and D flat can be considered as the flat 5th, okay? Another very cool idea would be to apply the B flat 7th arpeggio over G7th. This is another very cool idea. If we take into consideration B flat 7th over G7th, we're going to have B flat, which is again the sharp 9th, and then we have D, natural D, which is the 5th of G, and then we have natural F, which is the 7th of G, and then we have this beautiful, let's say, A flat. A flat is the minor 9th compared to G. Okay, so we have two other tensions. Okay, so we have both 9th, sharp 9th and flat 9th in this case. Okay, so we have So let me know what you think about this lesson, if it was useful for you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know if there are other lessons that you would like me to talk about. And thanks a lot for watching, and see you next time.